Hi there, I'm Connor Hedges. I'm going to be going over a presentation today that I've made for Professor Grant's technical writing class at Virginia Tech. Hopefully this presentation will convince you that making a transition to electric hand dryers from paper towels is a wise choice that would both help the environment and save Virginia Tech a lot of money. So this part of the presentation is called Modern Solutions to Paper Waste on the Virginia Tech campus. So as part of our technical writing class, Professor Grant has tasked students with researching an issue and recommending a solution. The issue that I've identified is that Virginia Tech uses paper towels as the sole method of drying hands in campus restrooms. Studies conducted by other universities have shown that paper towels can make up to 20 to 25% of campus waste by volume. So I did research on the issue by following these three questions. What are the financial and environmental costs of using paper towels? How would the university and environment benefit from a transition to electric air dryers? And would the students and faculty support this transition? So this graphic you see here in the center shows some values for energy costs of paper towels versus electric air dryers. And while the energy consumption and damage to the environment were discussed thoroughly in the report associated with this presentation, here I'll focus mainly on the financial aspect. So in my research I learned a good deal about the high costs that Virginia Tech is paying for the use of paper towels. Compared to electricity, Virginia Tech pays right around 10 cents per kilowatt hour. With a 1500 watt dryer running for 15 seconds each session, it would take over 1500 sessions to incur $1 in energy costs. On the other hand, the university pays $9 a roll for paper towels. If you assume that each restroom would use 3/4 of a roll per day, and that this initiative would replace 200 dryers, you could save an average of $1,350 per day just in paper towels. So you can see here that the $1 cost in energy for 1,500 sessions is definitely the cheaper option. So here comes the time to talk about student and faculty support. So while the initial cost won't be very high and doesn't really require support, these dryers will directly affect the people on campus and should have their backing. So the question comes to, would the students and faculty even support this transition? The question is kind of hard to answer because it's kind of hard to say that how people would react to it. So it's obviously good for the environment, and students may or may not like the idea depending on quiet areas that these dryers would be affecting. So I would propose a survey that should be conducted to answer this, and it's important to determine whether the students place more value on the time to dry their hands or the noise levels, because the two models that I've proposed, which you'll see on the next slide, are very different, so it'll be good to have an idea of student opinion here. So here are the recommended dryers, which are the Electric Air LE series and the Accelerator series. The Electric Air is the cheap, low noise model, coming in at around $200 and only 70 decibels. However, due to the low noise, this model is slower, taking up to 25 or 30 seconds to fully dry hands. The other recommended dryer is the Accelerator. This model is very fast at only 12 to 15 seconds to dry hands, although that does come with a price. This dryer is pretty loud at 80 to 90 decibels, and it's somewhat expensive at $600 per unit. And if the university wanted to consider other options, there is also air blade technology dryers like the Dyson. However, these aren't recommended solely due to their high price, which typically runs around $1,000 per unit. So in conclusion, this transition would both help the environment by not generating paper waste, and it would help Virginia Tech by saving a substantial amount of money. The $600 accelerator dryer would see a positive return on investment and only 70 paper towel rolls. Also, installing the recommended 200 dryers with 100 of each recommended model would save the university around $1,350 in paper towels each day. So I'd say you should follow the motto of this project and waste less, care more, and make a difference.